Boom, 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 boom. Just bees and things and flowers. Just bees and trees and flowers. Just bees and trees and flowers. Doo doo. Boom, boom. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Alaskan wilderness is pretty fly today, yeah. Freshly moistened, Paul. Yeah, fresh out of the shower. I'm slightly moistened towelette right now. By the way, this is me trying not to get my hair wet in the shower. Because I was like, I don't need to wash my hair today. I washed it yesterday. Gotta let that hair fucking oil build up a little bit. This is me trying not to get my hair wet in the shower. I think I need a shower cap. I need a dope ass man shower cap to put all my hair in. Dude, the whole beard is coming in again. I feel good about it. I feel good. It feels nice. The whole beard is coming in, and the consequence is when the beard grows back, the entire goatee is going to be gray, not just one part of it like before. The entire, it's going to be cool. Are you prone to oily or dry hair? Oily hair, right? Dry scalp. Figure that out. I have very thick hair, so the oil from the scalp works its way up into the hair. I think my hair just vampires the oil off of my scalp. So I've got a whole routine, man. I've got to use dandruff shampoo to help with the dry scalp. Use like really good shampoo to deal with the oiliness, and then a conditioner that helps with the oiliness. Yeah, I mean, it takes like I would have to really just like I started to get dandruff when we were living out of the hotel for a couple of weeks because I was just washing my hair. Like if I neglect the conditioner part, I will get crazy, crazy dandruff.
I mean, you were using my dandruff shampoo the whole time we were in the hotel.
Yeah, well, it's more like I was using the fucking Head and Shoulders shampoo, but I had no conditioner. I guess those are like a mix. It's like supposed to be a conditioner and shampoo, but
I mean, that one was just a shampoo. It wasn't a combo, but I
yeah,
don't know.
not having the fucking.
I mean, it might have given you dandruff since you didn't have dandruff.
It might have been just because I was just watching it.
Yeah, because that's not the shampoo you normally use, and it's probably more abrasive than.
Like I'd be honest with you, like I started to see a little bit, but like my dandruff's been like really under control for a couple of years. But back in my late 20s, early 30s and stuff, man, it was bad. It was bad, but I just didn't know what kind of stuff I was supposed to wash my head with in terms of like the type of hair that I had.
My hair is just too oily to even bother with conditioner.
But that's a good thing though. Like that oil in your hair means that your hair, like your scalp, isn't all tight and itchy, and it means your hair is easier to manage.
But it still has the dandruff too.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna do? Paul, make my pneumonia go away. Mr. Naughty Priest, you have pneumonia, dude? Bro, you need to just rest.
Go to the doctor again.
I assume you've already been to the doctor and got your diagnosis. Lay in your bed, put on your favorite show, and chill. That's Dr. Paul's prescription today.
Maybe order yourself a humidifier if you need it.
Oh yeah, get you a humidifier to get the air in your shit humid.
Has your flu ever gotten that bad where it turned into pneumonia?
No, I don't think I've ever.
And then you break a rib coughing from something.
Yeah, yeah. I had whooping cough or something. I don't. I wasn't like they didn't diagnose it, but yeah, I actually broke a rib from the inside coughing. It's about 2 months before I left California, and yeah, it
And then
was
didn't you
fucked.
break a rib again?
Yeah, broke a rib when I got to Texas.
It might have been the same rib.
It might have been a re-injury, yeah. But yeah, I broke a rib saving Dinor from my own klutziness. Falling down the stairs with Dinor, I threw him clear and landed right on my side. Are you in Texas? No. No, I was in Texas for quite a while. I'm not in Texas now. And then I had what do they call that? From coughing. It was the same coughing. Whatever I
Was it
caught.
like you had like pleurisy or something?
Pleurisy. Yeah, where the lung wall, like outer lung wall, rips away from the connective tissue that keeps it connected to the rib cage.
And it just fills with body fluid or whatever.
Well, I mean, I was lucky that mine didn't. It healed, but it was painful for weeks and weeks and weeks. How's the weather? Dude, the weather's beautiful today. Look at the sunshine. God, it's interesting because like the place that we used to live, a rainy day broke up the monotony. And now here it's almost the opposite. A sunny day breaks up the monotony.
We also, I think, finally defeated the fleas.
Yeah.
Which is good.
The battle of the fleas is over. Cricket is flea free today. Hallelujah. They've been destroyed, all of them.
Yeah, our landlord neglected to tell us that they had a giant flea infestation in the house right before we moved in.
Yeah. This is one of those things that, you'd think you'd pass along. But we got it.
Yeah, it honestly might have been in the house and we just rustled some free when we were moving in. Stragglers.
Who the fuck knows? See, that's the thing is like fleas, they have a short life cycle. And if they don't feed, they die.
I mean, the eggs can last a while.
The eggs can last a week, 2 weeks without, like, they hatch. And then you've got an adult flea or a baby flea with nothing to feed on and it dies. I don't think, like, just my experience with fleas and shit, I don't think that they were in the house. I think they were out here. And they came in on Dinor. But, I mean, there's just nowhere in the house for fleas to take up residence. There's no carpet. My cat gives my dog fleas and the process continues. Yeah, I think it was the other way around because our cat is indoor and our dog is indoor, but he poops out here. So I think he brings them in. And then he's doing his little secretive snuggling with his brother that he doesn't want anybody to know about. Flea jumps off of his butt onto his brother, who had, at the time, no flea stuff because he's an indoor cat.
And there just wasn't really a flea problem where we used to live.
No.
But yeah, we did go with the nuclear flea collar option.
Yeah. They both got flea collars. We'll let those knock them out. It's them damn giant raccoons. It is. Yeah, I mean, like, it's squirrels. Those are flea factories out here. We got giant raccoons that are running around. Those are flea factories.
Here's $1 million idea. Make feed for little outdoor critters that has a little bit of that flea preventative in it.
Oh, trifexis.
Yeah.
I think you'd just end up killing them. Because if they eat a bunch of it, like what if they eat it 3 days
You'd
in
have
a
to
row?
do it like a super itty bitty
You'd have to
amount.
dart them and feed them it.
I'm sure there's a way. I think if someone was science minded, they could find a way to lower the dose enough that it'd be safe for them to eat a fair amount of it.
Maybe.
And you'd only put it out like once or whatever. You wouldn't like keep putting it out.
Maybe. Your rant against the Danish army on onion nuggets the other day made me all warm and fuzzy inside. It was fucking hilarious. I mean, like, there is no fucking. The Danish military is a misnomer. It just doesn't exist. You guys have got like ceremonial soldiery and a couple of tugboats. It ain't gonna. If we want Greenland, we're coming. We're getting it. Okay? That's just all there is to it. You can like it, you can hate it, you can get mad about it, but we're taking it.
The anger some people feel at even the implication.
I know.
Don't you guys know that Trump is trolling you hard?
No, they don't. Somehow, a lot of these people lived through a whole Trump presidency, 4 years of Trump, and they forgot that Trump just constantly trolls to keep his name in the fucking headlines. It's like it's their first go round with Trump again. It just goes to show you nobody's learning anything. Like if you go through a period in history with a leader and that leader comes back to power and you have no fucking clue how that leader operates, it just shows like no, you've entered a like a stasis where you're not learning from anything that happens. You're not using your ability to discern to figure out what's going on. Trump is trolling. He's keeping his name in the news every single day by saying wild shit, saying every little thing that pops into his head. He's trolling his ass off.
Yeah, the news like almost every day when Trump was president was like, look at this latest tweet.
Yeah.
Remember
Look what
he
Trump
talked
said.
about like nuking North Korea or whatever?
Yeah, nuking a hurricane, nuking North Korea. You know what I mean? He was every day it was a retarded tweet, and all the news could do was stumble over itself and cover it 8 ways from Sunday. It's like, my dude. Bro, the year's only one weekend and shit's already hit the fan. The next 4 years is going to be a wild ride. Yeah. Probably so.
I mean, shit is hitting the fan though? Like Trump's not even president yet.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's talking about the fires and all the bullshit.
Yeah. But no, but then he said the next 4 years. So it's like.
Yep. Did you just shush me? You bet. Did you shush me, bitch? I hope you didn't shush me on my own back porch. I don't get shushed. Okay. This ain't a 4th grade classroom. You don't fucking shush me. I'll slap your mouth up. Trump ordered the military to attack and forgot the next morning. Yeah. Oh no, the president tweeted shush. Shush. I'm already tired of hearing about Trump and he's not president for another 11 days. Well, you better settle in, bro, because it's going to be Trump fiesta for the next 4 years.
You know what would be funny? If, like, you just covered literally every other world leader but Trump on Onion Nuggets.
Oh, yeah, just refuse to cover Trump. Just constantly focusing in on some, other world leader. That would be fun. But it probably wouldn't be good for our money.
No. It'd be fun one time. Like, all foreign news and nothing else.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't even know what to do with it. I don't know how to parse how these foreign people live.
Well, I mean, you could find, like, light stories that don't require a ton of insight.
Sure.
Like true crime and fucking...
We could do that.
Scandals.
Let's do it. What's XRP? Got somebody in here giving free stock advice. What's XRP?
It's a crypto.
Oh. You're banned. Can you ban him, please? Crypto bros are just not not welcome here. You guys are fucking weirdos.
I feel like the ship for any real serious money in crypto is sailed.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
You have the norovirus. Oh boy, everybody's getting sick.
Yeah. Tis the season. I'm getting sick.
Guess so.
All the olds are gonna die in the next couple months.
Damn. Who do you think they'll put up after Trump is gone? Why are we already talking about this? Number one,
He's not even president.
he's not. He hasn't even taken the oath of office yet, bro. We got a while till we need to start talking about that. But in a broad sense, I think that he's trying to position his family members. So I think you're going to see Ivanka. I think you're going to see maybe even Trump Jr. make a run at it. Probably not going to win. But I think he's setting it up to where the Trump family is powerful years and years and decades after he's gone. My new glasses look just like yours. They cost a fuck ton. Oh.
I mean, you had like free frames because your lenses were all custom shit.
Yeah. I needed glasses.
Yeah.
And I have to look at myself wearing glasses. So I got glasses that I thought looked cool on me.
Yeah. Those are technically like your tech glasses that are like
These work
your desk. Yeah.
These work so much better for this than my normal regular glasses do that I end up wearing these more, but they help me read, which is what I need. Something I thought about the other day, people have been loving Trump for so long, it feels weird that they'd accept anyone else. They're going to have to. Trump will die one of these days.
Yeah. Might even be in office.
Yeah. He takes office for a week, croaks, and then it's President J.D. Vance for 3.5 years. I paid $300 for mine, which in Poland is a small fortune. That is, I mean, that's a small fortune here. That's expensive, but gotta see. $450. It all depends too. Like your glasses are not just frames; it's the lenses. Depending on what you need from the lenses and how specialty your lenses are, that drives the prices up.
Like a lot of times, vision insurance will like do quote unquote free frames if you have like expensive lenses.
Yep. I don't think he's gonna die in office. Hate for the poor will keep him alive. I mean, who knows? The dude's 80 years old. We'll see. I will tell you this, for 80, he's pretty fucking spry. Like, he may not be the healthiest dude in the world, but he's up and around, doing his thing, moving a lot. It doesn't look like he's like, a lot of 80-year-olds are like, you know, he ain't
Plus,
that.
he's been a teetotaler for most of his life.
I mean, that probably helps, yeah. I don't know how much of that I believe, though.
Well, I think you believe that he doesn't drink alcohol or smoke, because someone would have said something by now.
Yeah. Yeah. Trump is probably one of those dudes who lived to like 100. I mean, fucking Jimmy Carter just lived to 100.
Yeah, he got the weird radiation when he was cleaning up that one plant that was like the good radiation.
3 Mile Island, yeah.
No, it wasn't 3 Mile. It was like something else, but...
It wasn't? Are you sure? I thought it was 3 Mile. Because there's no... Well, what's another nuclear disaster that's happened over here? It's all the McDonald's preservatives in his bloodstream.
Because he was president when 3 Mile Island happened. He helped with Canada's Chalk River.
Oh, okay.
So that's where he got irradiated.
I see.
It must have been the good radiation.
Yeah. It's like free chemo. If he is a teetotaler, it cancels it out by eating McDonald's all the time. I mean, I don't know if that's how it works, bro. People have been saying Trump's about to keel over and croak for 12 years, right? It was a conversation the first time he ran. Look how old he is. Look how decrepit, how fat and unhealthy he is. Then he served 4 years, lost. Another 4 years of an even older, more decrepit guy. And now he's back. Good radiation. It was a joke. We understand that there's no such thing as good radiation.
Nah, he totally got mutated with a healing factor.
Yeah. He got a mutant healing factor. Pushed him an extra 20 years. Oh, I'm gonna go get my weed. Go have a joint. You give me a joint. Cricket. What are you up to, Cricket? Peeking. Cricket out here peeking at things. Peeking through the door. Crazy crickety the chickadee. Just bees and things and flowers. Oh. My life, my life, my life, my life. In the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Do you live in the Sierra Nevada foothills? I do not. Well, yes. Actually, yes, I do. Yes. I live everywhere people say that I live. I'm currently living in about 8 different states in the United States and a couple of foreign countries as well. I hate to fill these up. Really? I don't find them all that tedious. I find them pretty simple. Takes a minute, but it's not a hard process or anything. It's pretty simple. I don't have enough here to twist up a huge one. I didn't want to grind more, so just have a little jable in the morning. Get the brain awake, you know. Round out my California breakfast. California breakfast being cigarettes, weed, and coffee. And to get all your drugs handled in the morning. Do you agree with TJ that this is the year of chaos? I think every year is the year of chaos, my friend. But maybe this will be an extra chaotic year, maybe? It is the year of chaos. Chaos. The year of chaos. Having a California lunch. Oh, yeah. That's pretty good, too. It's going to be a good year. Good. I'm happy about that. You ran out of weed and you can't eat. Call your guy. Get a hold of your guy who knows a guy who knows a guy and get you some weed. And you have a shout out? No. I just got my new place finished and it's going to be a good year and weed is cheap. There we go. Positivity. You're a brokey? Oh. We've all been there. Maybe not all of us, but most of us have been there. Most of us have lived as brokies. I did my brokey time. Trust me. To be honest with you, I was a brokey from about age 18 when I moved out till about age 31, 32 is when I finally escaped brokeydom and moved into lower middle income status. How's the no delivery resolution going? So far, so good. Haven't ordered anything. Amelia and I just been eating at home. And I don't miss it, to be honest with you. I was a little burnt on the DoorDash shit, especially after fucking staying in that hotel for a couple of weeks waiting for our shit to be delivered up here. Looks beautiful. It is beautiful today. Beautiful, beautiful. Sun is shining, blue skies, the whole nine. Homemade soup. Yeah, we're having soup tonight, I think. Amelia makes this white bean kale soup. It's really good. So I think we're going to have that tonight. You put rice in it? No. Well, her recipe doesn't have rice. It's like, I'd have to ask her. Maybe when she comes out here, I'll ask her exactly what's in it. I never had lasagna soup. Yeah, white bean and chopped kale in a really hearty stew kind of soup. Amelia's so sweet. She's getting all my shit together for me. So I have to go to the DMV today to get my ID. 'Tis time. 'Tis time to get my driving my driver's license. I'm whipping out my patented Korean-style potato leek soup. Yeah. You fuck with indica or sativa? Yes, please. I'm old school. Weed is weed is weed. I know there's a little difference between them, but I'll take whatever you got. How's that? I'm not picky. I like them both. I like them mixed. I like the hybrids. I just like weed. Look, he's held up. Badass wife who whips it up for you. I always had to be the chef for my partners. Yeah. Well, I'm very thankful for Amelia. I'm very thankful for all she does to help keep our household going and stuff, in addition to all the help that she gives me with my work. I mean, she's awesome. She's an amazing partner, you know, and she cooks circles around me, so it doesn't make any sense for me to be the cook. I might be able to outdo her at a barbecue, but I wouldn't put money on it. I think if you gave a bunch of meats and a barbecue, maybe I could outdo Amelia there, cooking wise. But I don't think so. Got your driver's test. Yeah, that shit is behind me. I haven't landed in a place that requires me to take a driver's test since I was fucking 16, bro. I took my driver's education test when I was 16 years old, and I have not had one since. And I've lived all over the fucking states. Typically, all they really care about is, do you have an ID from another state? Yes, you're licensed there. It basically just grandfathers you in. They want to make sure you have a residence over here, so you bring 2 pieces of mail. You bring your social security card, and your birth certificate, and your old ID, and they fucking take your old ID and destroy it and give you your new one, and that's that. Texas license expires in July, and all I had to do was pay $30 for renewal. Yeah. It's really nice. Once you've got your license in a state, depending on whatever state you're in, it can be really easy to just re-up it and stuff. I'll tell you guys a little truth. So, I haven't lived in Louisiana in almost, well, I think it's 5 years. Maybe 4 years. I lived in California for the last 4 years, and I still have my Louisiana driver's license. As of right now, I am licensed to drive in the state of Louisiana. It's actually weird to me how much shit you can do with a license that isn't even, well, I mean, I guess it's valid. It's still a valid license, but the address on it is not valid, right? That's illegal, Paul. Shh. It was never, like, I always thought, like, I'm eventually just going to run into it. I'm eventually going to run into something that I need to do, and they're going to be like, you got to get a California fucking ID if you want to do this. I'm going to be like, okay. It just never happened. Just talking about how I somehow managed to live for 4 years in California with a license from a completely different state, and how it never impeded us. Yeah, I got pulled over, and dude, I was slick as fuck. The cop was like, "You from Louisiana?" I was like, "Yeah." That was that. That was it.
Now, we had to look it up online because they were obviously not going to send it to our address, the ticket, but...
We got it taken care of.
Yeah.
That's how I think I'll go about it. You just got to be, like, the thing is, if you're going to lie to the cops, you got to be confident. Confidence is key if you're going to lie to the cops.
And no extra details. The more details you add...
Yeah, don't add... I shouldn't have been like, well, yeah, we just moved into, like, blah, 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 blah. No. I just say, yep. You from Louisiana? Yep. Okay. Here you go. Pay your ticket. Thank you, officer. So that was the one I thought, you know, if I'm gonna get in trouble for not having an updated and even then, it's not like they're gonna haul you to jail. It's like a fucking fine or something for not having your updated licensure or whatever the fuck. I don't say a damn thing to cops except I don't know. I mean, that's just like you're just asking yourself to provoke an incident with the cops, right? I'm not saying you fucking bend over and let them fucking railroad you, but like in a traffic stop, right? License and registration, you just hand it over.
Yeah, I think if they ask, um, like, do you know how fast you were going? It's the like the most legalese way to say is like, I believe I was going the speed limit.
Yeah, he didn't even ask me. He said I clocked you at this, and I
Yeah.
said, "Okay, sir." I didn't say that's how fast I was going. I acknowledged that he clocked me at that, right? Or that he
And
said he clocked me at it.
if they say, do you mind if we search your vehicle? You're not supposed to say no. You're just supposed to say I do not consent to like make it 100% clear.
Right.
If you say I don't mind, no, I don't mind, then
Right.
that's consent. So.
But you know what I mean? You keep your answer, like you keep your answers very short and sweet. Like I argue, see, I learned this because the first cop that ever pulled me over, I was 18 years old, 17. I got pulled over in my red Dodge Daytona, which was just a ticket magnet. It looked fast. It wasn't all that fast. I mean, I guess it was all right fast, but it wasn't anywhere near as badass as it looked. But it looked fast. And it was red, which is just like anybody will tell you, dude, red is just a ticket magnet. So I get pulled over and I argued with that cop. I wasn't like a dick to him, but he was like, you know how fast you were going? I was like, I was not going as fast as the people that were passing me, sir. We're on a 2-lane street, and right before you pulled me over, 3 people passed me. So I'm clearly not going as fast as them. You got an attitude, boy. Blah, 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 blah. Wrote me a fat fucking ticket.
Probably did like the max. Like, you
Yep.
were nice to this cop that pulled us over, and he's like, oh, I'll knock it down to the lowest level.
Well, some of that, honestly, is just good old WP, good old white privilege. I'm dead ass serious.
Mhm.
You're a white person in this country. You get pulled over out in the middle of nowhere. Likely, they're gonna, at the very least, without incident, write you a ticket and let you on your way. And that's all that was. I was polite to the cop. I wasn't rude to him. I gave him quick, direct answers to everything he asked me the question about. He asked about the registration because our car, we were still waiting on the plates. We just bought it. So we explained to him we just bought the car, got the temporary plates. He went back to his car, ran all my shit. I came out clean. He came back, wrote me a ticket, said, you know, I could write you a higher ticket, but I'm going to write you the lower ticket.
It was still pretty damn expensive.
It was still expensive, but it wasn't as expensive as maybe I could have gotten if he really wanted to railroad me. I said, thank you, officer. He said, be careful. I said, you too. And I drove
lucky
away.
with Dinor, because he said like he looked startled when Dinor barked, but then he saw his
Yeah.
little teddy bear face
Yep.
and his little pink sweater.
Well, Dinor sounds bigger than he is. And so Dinor barked from the back seat, and he got jumpy for a second. And then he saw Dinor was just a fucking teddy bear back there. And, you know, I think that was chill. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I'd say the most white privilege you had was in Texas, though.
That's definitely a WP story if ever there was one. Cops giving you a pass, giving you a blinker pass, letting you know I saw you buy weed, but I'm gonna let it slide this time because I got better things to do. That doesn't happen. If I'd have been a black guy in that car, my ass would have been in fucking prison that day. 100%. If I was a Mexican dude, I'd be in prison that day. 100%. I'm just white as fuck.
You were all clean cut then too.
More clean cut than I am now. Yeah. Didn't, you know, I had a really normal hairstyle, short hair, and my beard was pretty cropped. So I looked like a fucking stand-up citizen. Looking the way I do now, I'd probably get a little more harassed over there. But who knows? That's why I'm not in Texas, bro. That's why I'm not in Texas. I'll tell you this. I fit the general population profile where I'm at now. Let's just put it that way.
We didn't get no raised eyebrows from the neighbors.
Fuck no.
I gotta make them their nanner bread today. I'll do that when we get back.
When we take it over there, we'll have to ask what hubby likes and
Yeah.
what he can have, and then we'll make him some cookies or something. We got them sugar cookies.
Yeah, we just need to find a way to roll them out. But
I'll show you some tricks.
Yeah.
Paul's gonna know some tricks.
We got a wine bottle. That'd probably be pretty
Wine bottle, those spaghetti canister, like the spaghetti sauce, any jar.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect roller. A little bit of flour. I remember after the divorce and everything, my mom was rolling with like biscuit cans and stuff till she got herself a new rolling pin. Looking much thinner, Paul. Good job. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, we're getting way more exercise with the split level.
Oh, yeah. You're getting your steps in. You're up, you're down, you're hot, you're cold, you're yes, you're no. You know what I mean? I'm an insane weed cop story I wish I could get more publicity on. You need to do a FOIA request. Yeah, I mean, you could do it. But yeah, that's why, like, you know, I understand when people are resistant to the idea of white privilege, because a lot of times I think it's painted like, oh, you just, you know, you get this like kind of like red carpet treatment everywhere. But I do know that it exists. I have experienced it. I've seen it in action too many times in my life, not just personally, but just observationally. I've seen it happen to me. I've had it happen to me. I've seen it happen to other people enough to know that it is a thing. And it doesn't matter where you are in the country either. It's a thing.
It doesn't mean you don't go through any bad shit. It's
No.
just that the bad shit is a little less bad.
Right. Right. Your privilege is that you get treated with respect pretty much by cops. Like, that's part of it. If you are respectful to cops, they will typically be respectful to you. That is not necessarily the case if you're a person of color.
Probably like financial stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be a little bit more likely to be approved for a loan.
Probably so, yeah. Business loans, you know, I mean, a lot of it has to do with policing. It's like people that are getting in New York City stopped and frisked. You know, as a white dude, I'm probably not ever going to experience a stop and frisk if I'm in New York. Easier to rent an apartment. Depending, it's just like, I think about these things sometimes, and I don't want to put no portent on my neighbors, but it's just like, if I was a black man, I met my neighbors yesterday and it went really well. You know, they're cool people. We met their dogs. They met our dog. It was great, right? If I was a black man, would that have gone anywhere near as good? Would it even have happened? Right? Those sorts of things. My mom tells a story. She lives in a neighborhood that was an old established neighborhood, and now it's like a lot of renters. And my mom is like queen bee in that neighborhood. She knows everybody. So when she saw some people moving in, there was a black family that moved into a house. She baked them something, cookies or something, right? And took them over to these people, knocked on their door. The gentleman that owned, you know, that was the head of the household or whatever answered, and she gave him the cookies. And he straight up told her, he was like, you know, we move around a lot with my job. And he was like, I have never once in my entire life had a neighbor bring me something and say, welcome to the neighborhood. And that's sad, right? That's a sad example of what I'm talking about. Not just racial disparity, but just like the death of neighborliness on top of that. Because I don't think well, that's not true. It's happened to me. I've had that happen to me. It's been a while. I think things are a little different now, but I've had it happen. I've had people, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. To be fair, people in general no longer do that. It happens, I'm sure, but I have never done it or have it done for me. Yeah, I know that it's a double commentary, right? It's commentary on the racial end of things, and then just in general, right? The death of the neighborhood. As a white guy, that has never happened to me, and I don't think I'd want it to. I'm too introverted. I mean, like, it's not like my mom went in, set up shop in their house, and hung out for 6 hours, or became their best friend or anything. It was a token of, like, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. Here's a treat for you and your family. You know what I mean? And a hello and an introduction. If you can't handle that, you know what I mean? Then I don't know how you're living. Like. We're in a food giving battle right now with our neighbors, and they're winning. I mean, that'll happen. Yeah, that'll happen. You kick the door open, sometimes it's wild. Southern folk, racist, but also really friendly. Interesting dichotomy, right? But absolutely true. Let me tell you something, man. I was so touched when I first moved to Texas, right? You have to understand the whole circumstance of the thing, right? I moved to Texas. I was dating a chick down there. She was younger than me. I met her family for the first time right before Christmas. Okay, so maybe a couple of days before Christmas. They were super kind to me, flung their door open to me, had me for dinner, were really just like interested, and I tried to give that back, right? I was very open and honest, and everything was chill, right? Very cool family. Christmas comes around, I'm not expecting anything. I'm the boyfriend, right? But I have nowhere to go on Christmas. And my girlfriend at the time goes, "You're coming to my family's Christmas. That's just the way it is. You know what I mean? You just come." So I was like, "All right, I don't want to impose on your family." But she's like, "No, they want you to come." I went, and they had gotten me gifts. They got me a couple of, like, I was a boyfriend that they'd known for a couple of days. That's Texas right there. Right? That's the Texas. Like, they are willing to meet you where you're at and be happy and nice. You cross people in Texas, it's a different story, right? They get like there's a thing in Texas called the benefit of the doubt, and I think that it's a little stronger in Texas than it maybe is in some areas. But once you've crossed that doubt, oh, you watch your ass. Yeah, I'm safe from the fires. I'm nowhere near LA, so. You got the last boyfriend's gifts? No, I got gifts that were like, because they knew what I was into, because we'd had like a couple conversations. I got a Raiders thing. Like, they bought me things. It was neat. It was not. It was just nice. It was just nice.
My mom did that to you too.
Yeah, but it was like a different circumstance, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, we hadn't just started dating.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like. But yeah, your family's always been very sweet to me too. I'm just lucky. I'm just lucky.
You always get along with people's parents.
Well, not always.
Yeah.
Not always. It's been a struggle sometimes. My ex-wife's dad never liked me. Her brother never really liked me either. They were cordial enough to me. It wasn't like we were fighting or nothing, but it was very clear that I just wasn't their type of guy.
Yeah.
They were like, kind of like men's, mechanically inclined, worked outside with their hands a lot. And I was, at the time working at a Starbucks. I think they saw me as a dude with very little ambition or mobility, which was true at the time. You know what I mean? Yeah, my ex-girlfriend in high school, her dad hated me until after high school. I had a weird fucking thing with him, dude, because he hated me in high school. But I think it was just because I was trying to date his daughter in high school. it was years later. I had moved away to Arizona. I moved back to the Fresno area, and I was working at a drive-through Starbucks in Clovis, right way out. And all of a sudden, one day, I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and this big fucking hand claps down on my shoulders. I look up, and it's my ex from high school's dad. And his name was Paul as well. I was like, oh, howdy there. I said his last, I don't want to give his whole name. I said his last, Mr., you know, could I have a seat with you? And he sits down with me, and he was just talking. And he was like, I want to tell you something, son. He said, I was hard on you back in high school, and I really ought not have been. He's like, you're a good guy, and I think I'd be happy to have you date my daughter. And I was like, well,
I think he just didn't want you to knock her up, and when you didn't knock her up, he's like, all right, that's a stand-up guy.
maybe. Because he had been shitty to me a few times, you know what I mean? And so he was trying, I think he was just trying to make up for it, because, he saw that I was a hard worker. He saw that I was out, keeping my nose clean and doing what he would expect a guy to do, Maybe he had a mushroom trip. Yeah, maybe. Who knows, man? Maybe he had an awakening. But I was like, yeah, hey, I'm in a relationship now, and we're engaged and all of that. But hey, that's cool. Thanks. But yeah. I've got a reasonably cordial relationship with my ex-wife, but I get the feeling that if I ever just happened to pop in and bump into her dad or brother, it might be on site. Was he pissed after you said that? No. I don't think he was there trying. I just think what happened is that Tammy, his daughter, dated some real fucking winners. Dated some real frosted tips, no job motherfuckers. And I think he saw me working my ass off at a job and doing well, and was like, maybe I should have let this dude scoop up Tammy. Yep, sounds about right. Well, I know it to be true. Okay, how's that? Facebook and MySpace was a thing when this happened, and I'd seen the dudes she was with, and they were like very, hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, go play. Very Guy Fieri kind of guys, you know what I mean?
Don't say you didn't have the frosted tips too, briefly.
I had some tips. And I might have fucking cut that same jib, but I wasn't living that Guy Fieri life, okay? I had a job, I had my own pad, I owned my own home, owned my own car. I was doing all right for myself, all right? Most of those frosted, no Flavor Town, no. I didn't spend most of my time at Flavor Town. Yeah, I think I probably chewed your ear off about Tammy at some point. I was going through it when we first met, because my marriage was kind of bad, and I was, working through a lot of shit. I mean, say what you want about me. I'm a self-sufficient guy. I always have been. And it's sad that that bar puts me above so many other dudes, but it just does. Like, I don't have my hand out. I never have. Never had my hand out in my life. I pay my own way, pay my own bills. Never asked a person in my family for a fucking thing. Ever. And that, puts me up. Paul's never done the broke boyfriend hug. You drunk? Huh? It's a little early for that, don't you think? I am a little high. Does that count? Whoa, the dead internet is here. 900 viewers and counting. Cool. Now I feel bad for borrowing money from family and them sometimes supporting me. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about that. I'm just saying, like, I wear it as a badge of pride, personally, that I am self-sufficient and have been since I left my parents' house at 18. I never had to take charity. I always made my own way. Yeah, dude, the Chalaka bots have showed up, dude. The Chalakians are here. That's wild, man. 900 people. It's crazy. I've ripped people off more than they were ripping me off, but always pay my way. Okay, well, fair enough. I mean, look, dude, I'm talking about my life. I'm not talking about yours, and I wasn't trying to cast judgment. If you've had to reach out for help, that's okay. I'm not saying that makes you a weak person. I take pride in the fact that I don't have to do that, right? And I've never had to do that. Maybe someday I'll be humbled by having to. Paul loves being a husband for real. It's true. Damn, look at that. 1,100 viewers. The bots are getting crazy. Yeah, the bots are singled in on me being drunk today. That seems to be the bot code. Dude, this is where like hella new people would be going like, but I know none of this is real. Look at how they're coming in chunks. Now there's 1,300. That ain't real. That's fake as fuck. Yeah, dead internet happening right now. Cause look, like these bots are just view bots. They're not even chat bots. Yeah, the Chalakians are going wild. Holy Chalakian. Yeah, pretty crazy. Dead internet. Look at that. 1,300 non-people not watching. It is creepy. It is a little creepy. Oh yeah, dude, if those numbers were real, this chat would be insane. But these numbers are not real. Yeah, 30 real people. I mean, I'd say there's maybe 100 real people watching. Maybe 30 participating in the chat. And 1,300 bots. Yeah, why am I laughing so much? Am I tipsy? About 80 or 90, yeah, somewhere around there. How do the bots know your name? Dun, 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 dun. It's Chalakian. I believe it. Oh, see? Look at that. They even give money sometimes. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Is Paul the life of the party or just a little tipsy? Who's responsible for these bots? Who knows? Cholakians. Are you really real though? Maybe you just think you're real. Ever think about that? What if we are all AIs and we just think like our this is our programming, right? This is how we experience our digital prison. Bum 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 bum. Boom. Bum 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 bum. Fongbot. Yeah, dude. AI boosting views for inflated stocks. Probably, yeah. I think that plays a role in this, honestly. I think that YouTube is either like participating in the botting, probably on some level, or just like turning a blind eye because they can point at this and every other botted stream and go like, look how many people, look how much engagement. Yeah, pump these numbers. Let's go. Come on, bot guy. Give me 500 more. Give me up to 2,000 consecutives. Come on, bot dude. It's because Destiny rated you? Doubtful. Full doubt. Hard doubt. Destiny doesn't like me very much. He always rolls his eyes when I pop in to his thing. He always goes, ah, what do you want? To my knowledge, he does that with everyone. Does he? He seems to do it more with me. Sometimes people, he's just like, hey, what's up? Hey, somebody will pop in and he's like, hey, what's up? But when I pop in, he always looks. And when he sees it's me, he's like, what do you want? I'm really busy. I got things to do. And I'm like, A Egon Cholakian. My Destiny impression. I know. It's probably not very flattering, but if he did an impression of me, it probably wouldn't be very flattering either. You know. What do you want? I'm fucking busy right now. Come on. Come on. I have like 13 seconds. I'm like, oh, all right, man. Is Destiny Butthead? He's closer to Beavis. Yeah, it's definitely got a lot of Beavis. My impersonation of Destiny is giving Beavis for sure. Don't die. Okay. Too high to die. It's called Tipsy. The Tipsy bots. So the bots have finally started to kick in. So we got them all loaded up, and now they're in the chat big time. Now they're in the chat. Huge. When's the last time Dinor pooped indoors? It's been a while. I mean, it happens. Happens, maybe 2 times a year. but it's been a lot. I can't remember. Yeah, yeah. My son is dead because of the woke mind virus. My son, Xander, 1322 Pluto, Kuiper Belt, rocket booster X-27, Alpha 12. Yeah, I lost him to the woke mind virus. The woke mind virus. Does anybody know why Elon Musk's upper jaw never moves? Is that a birth defect? The woke mind virus. I lost my son to the woke mind virus. I knew Donald Trump was going to win. The woke mind virus. Woke, 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 woke mind virus. Woke mind virus. The woke mind virus. No one's upper jaw moves? The woke mind virus. It's the drink. All right? You know what, bots? You're right. I'm wasted. I'm wasted. That would be funny if Trump did deport Elon. Hey, what's up, blind programmer? I was asking about you yesterday. I was like, dude, it's been like 6 shows since I saw blind programmer. So I hope he's okay. Now they're like, there's a bot argument that's going on. They're arguing about whether or not I'm drunk. Some of the bots are like white knighting me. They're like, hey, Paul's a great guy. He wouldn't drink. And then some of the bots are like, this guy is drunk. That's the bot. That's what's going on, bro. That's the bot thing today. Like, what is that in aid of? Who knows? And they're Vietnamese again. All these Vietnam bots. Vietnamese, and like, it sounds like Bangladeshi or Indian or Pakistani. It's wild. It's a wild experience. Ho Chi Minh in the chat, yeah. Uncle Ho in the chat. I bet the last steam they came from the person was drinking and they stuck on that. Maybe? I mean, who fucking knows, bro? Who knows? All I know is that there's like competing glaze bots going on. There's like glaze bots right now, and then there's is he drunk bots. If you look at it, it's crazy. Yes, they're like, dude, they're fucking like, yeah, Paul exemplifies grit. Paul's true masculinity shines through. Paul's work ethic is an example to all of us. And then there's people that are like, nah, Paul's drunk. Yeah, a little bot ecosystem and stuff going on. It's crazy. Yeah, I love how he takes initiative and gets it done. See? Look at that. True. Oh, shit. You got a terrarium? No. I live in the woods. That's the woods. He reminds us all that he works hard for freedom. Yeah, we do work hard for freedom, don't we? I have so much initiative, bro. I've got all the initiative. I just think it's sad that this bot guy, he can't muster up more than 1,300 bots. I haven't seen it peak over 14. So whoever this bot guy is, he's got a pretty small bot army. You can't even peak. You can't even get these numbers higher. It's crazy. Paul has the drive. Yeah, I have the drive. You had 10K bots? Jesus. This is a lot of bots for me. What's up, Ben? Ooh. Yeah, this is a high bot count for Paul's ego. Typically, my bot count is not this high. Paul knows how to thrive in any situation. Can we call out all the bots for their lies about Paul? Do you get Vietnamese bots, Ben? Because all the ones that are in here, if you look at them, they're all Vietnamese. They're Vietnam bots. I don't know why. But they're definitely from Vietnam. It's crazy. Paul, what do you think of the LA fires? Any theories? Yeah, California's been in a historic drought with only one recent break in that drought 2 years ago. And it's been over, I think, 80 days or something since it rained anywhere near the basin. Everything's dry. The Santa Ana winds have been super strong this year. That drove a massive wildfire that ate the Palisades, parts of West Hollywood. Malibu is fucking ashes now. So, yeah, there you go. There's my conspiracy theory. Like, they've been talking about LA burning to the fucking ground for like 40 years now. They've been talking about how the right conditions of drought plus Santa Ana winds and a large enough fire could spread fire all over that fucking basin. And now it's happened, right? And a lot of like historic areas of LA, like I grew up near LA, so I know a lot about it. Been all over LA, and a lot of historic LA areas of LA. West Hollywood is like just some of the fucking most historic shit. That's burnt up. Malibu, just a beautiful, beautiful stretch of beach and pier gone. I mean, Malibu's fucking iconic. The Pacific Palisades, I mean, like a lot of rich people live there, but it's one of the most beautiful areas of LA. It looks right over Santa Monica Bay, you know what I mean? And a lot of people up in those hills just burnt the fuck out. A lot of people down in the town at the base of those hills burnt the fuck out. Pacific Palisades is gone. Ever met someone famous or seen in LA? Oh, yeah. 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 I've had a few run-ins with pretty big fame just being in LA. Like, I tell a story all the time about I went to the Whiskey A Go-Go with a band I used to roadie for. And we pulled into LA the night before and we got super drunk just walking up and down Santa Monica. And yeah, the Sunset Strip, by the way, gone. Think about that. Walking up and down Santa Monica. And we went into this pizza place that's real close to the Whiskey A Go-Go. And sat down, got drunk. I was drunk when we got there, and then we just pitchers of beer, right? And I was laughing. And we liked our waitress was really good. She was, rolling with the punches and keeping the beer flowing and all that. And it came time for us to pay our tab and leave. And my drunk ass, asked the waitress, I was like, hey, you ever get anybody famous in here? You ever get any famous people in here? And she just started laughing. She like doubled over laughing. And a couple of the other people at the table started laughing too. And I was like, what? What's so funny? I was like, I know, it's a stupid tourist question. She's like, no, it's not that. She was like, did you see who was sitting right there? Like the whole time you guys have been here, right next to you at that table, there were two guys, right? Yeah, I saw there's a couple guys over there or whatever. Do you know who that was? I was like, no. She was like, that was Tobey Maguire and fucking what's his name? I'm brain farting his name. Tobey Maguire and oh, the fuck, dude, the guy that was in Django that played the fucking slave owner guy. Brain farting. Leo. Yeah, Leo. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire used to have pizza 2-3 times a week at that pizza joint. They had pictures of them all over the wall. I was like, you gotta be fucking joking me. She just fell out. She thought it was the funniest thing. I was too drunk to realize that I was sitting right next to maybe the two most famous dudes in the world. You know what I mean? Whatever. Two most famous actors in the world at that time, just sitting like 5 feet from you. I got chewed out by Anna Nicole Smith. That was an experience. That happened on the same trip too. Just 2 days later, after the guys played at the Whiskey, I stepped out to have a cigarette out front. I was the only person standing there. Saw Anna Nicole Smith across the street walking, and then she crossed to come over to my side of the street and walked right in front of me. And I was probably just sitting there like, and she walked past me with her entourage of fucking people and turned around at one point and was like, what the fuck are you looking at, loser? Faggot. And I was like, oh, I don't know. Yeah, fuck you. You know, whatever. Her whole like entourage. I mean, maybe I deserved it. I was staring hella hard, but it was Anna Nicole Smith. What am I supposed to do? Did I dip my wick? No, not off of that. Yeah, this is an ancient Paul story. Yeah, this happened in my 20s, bro. This fucking may as well be a million years ago. Yeah, she had Bridget the Midget with her, which is one of the reasons why I was staring, because her entourage was wild. Bridget the Midget was with her. You can look her up. I don't know if she's even alive anymore, but she was like a porn star midget lady. She was there. She had a bunch of like weird looking dudes. She had a whole entourage of people that were following her. I mean, she was queen shit at that time, dude. Anna Nicole Smith was Hollywood royalty at that point. The bots are holding strong. Yeah, I mean, they're chilling. Trim Spa finally got her. I guess so. Yeah. Sounds like a bot thing to say. There's no way to tell. There's no way to know for sure. Yeah, other famous encounters. Well, I attended California State Summer School for the Arts at Cal Arts in Valencia, California, another place that's burned. I don't know if it burned down. I hope not. I think it's the other side of the fucking basin that's burning, thankfully, this time around. But anyway, it's a really renowned private arts college, funded almost entirely by donations in California. A lot of the donators are really famous people. And one of the people that was a heavy donator to the Valencia Cal Arts campus, and particularly the summer school program that allowed high school kids like me to come and get like college level theater instruction in the summer. was Leonard Nimoy, Spock. And so I did a compare and contrast monologue in front of Edward James Olmos and Spock, and then they gave me individual feedback. Pretty neat. Both really fucking famous guys. Obviously, Leonard Nimoy way more famous than Edward James Olmos, but yeah, pretty neat. And then like just doing my job and stuff, I've met quite a few like famous or internet kind of personality type of people. I've met some pretty wild folks, you know. Some pretty national headline making people. I've been in the room with Milo Yiannopoulos and fucking Onision, all these kind of like strange, infamous characters from the internet. Yeah, we had Uwe Boll. Yeah, we did a whole interview with Uwe Boll. That was really cool. The most famous person I've seen is Hulk Hogan at a Mexican restaurant in Key West when I was 12. Cool, though. You saw the Hulkster. I got to see the Hulkster pretty up close and personal, but I wasn't like, it wasn't a personal meeting. I just went and saw him wrestle a few times when I was young. My granddad on my dad's side was super into wrestling, so he used to take me to the Selland Arena in Fresno. That was one of their main stops on their tours. They actually did a Royal Rumble there one year. I can't remember what year it was, but my granddad took me to that too. So I got to see Hulk wrestle quite a few times, but I never met him, out in the wild. Stood next to Glenn Close at Extreme Makeover. Cool. Neat. You were right next to Glenn Close. Grandma has an autographed napkin from Gene Wilder. Neat. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't have any cool autographs or anything. Royce Gracie. It's a MMA guy, right? That's cool. I'm not super big into MMA, but wow. Woohoo! Dude, the bot stayed through that whole meandering around the house. That's wild. Kind of weird how Destiny was all freaking out about bots and dead internet, and then when asked by other people, he hand waves it. Yeah, I think he got scared. I think because if you listen to that original Chalakian thing, he's like, I don't even know how much I should dig into this. He gives a like a I will not commit suicide kind of statement, and then after that, anytime somebody's brought it up, he's like, nope, Chalakian's real. And nope, 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 nope. I think he got scared. You think TikTok will be banned in 10 days? Dude, if it is, YouTube Shorts about to blow up. Get ready, y'all. It's about to get... Dude, if that actually happens, if TikTok just gets fucking shut down in the United States in 10 days, it's about to blow up over here. The skibbities are going to invade, and it's not going to be pretty, bro. It's not going to be pretty. You better enjoy the last 10 days of shorts. Egon Cholakian. Anyway, I gotta go. I got shit to do today.